Hello everyone. Welcome to a new episode of 7 Minutes to Unlock. How we are choosing our guests. For our audience to know that Unlock Blockchain as a media platform and as a content creation agency in the blockchain and crypto space is based in United Arab Emirates. And our main objective at that time being is catering to the MENA region and highlighting what's happening around us and helping this industry to flourish. So our guests somehow, and at least for the upcoming few months, are involved in kind of activities in the blockchain space in our part of the world. This doesn't mean that we are not covering what's happening all over the world. On the contrary, Unlock has been the open platform to feature many projects around the globe. This is just a note, and now let me welcome our guest today, Mr. Samson Lee, the founder and CEO of Coinstreet, a decentralized investment banking group and consultancy firm based in UAE. For our audience with us on Zoom, kindly note that we will be able to take your question if you place them in the Q&A section at the end of the session. The session is going live on our Facebook page and it will be available as well on our YouTube channel. So don't miss to subscribe. Hello, Sam. Welcome to Unlock.
Hello. Hi, Wahi. Hi, everyone. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. 7 minutes to Unlock is simple, short 7 questions, and you will have 7 minutes to answer them. So my first question is, can you explain to our audience today what Coinstreet is and why you created it?
Sure, my great pleasure. Well, Coinstreet is an award-winning global decentralized investment banking group. We also a professional consulting firm for fintech and digital asset space. We help to provide a bridge for investor investing in digital assets and also for entrepreneur to do corporate finance by utilizing the tokenized structure.
Very brief, yes. What is Coinstreet doing in MENA, in our part of the world, and have you signed up with any partners here?
Well, yes, Middle East is always at the top priority of our expansion. We see is a very strategically important region, and of course, like UAE is at the top of our list. We have started engaging the market 2 years ago, and now have partnered with one company many of you from the region might know, Cam's legal consultant, Coquilla. We are working together on a project called STO Lab, which is registrar in ADGM. But we also have a plan to in the near future, maybe to properly set up a Coinstreet UAE branch.
Great choice about Carm and Coquilla. Congrats. About STO Lab. Last year you announced that it is the first regional partner. You had a branch in ADGM or a partnership with Coquilla, with Carm. So what is STO Lab and why you choose ADGM?
Right. Well, STO Lab, as you know, it means from its name, it is a service enabler, right? It provides service to enable more focus on the issuer side, right? For enterprise or corporation to help them to how to utilize this new fintech infrastructure to create a tokenized asset or digitized securities for the fundraising purpose and structuring the investment. Yeah. So we choose ADGM because we think it has a very friendly and progressive and open legal framework. Our partner Coquilla is very involved in a lot of the work with the regulator as well. So we are hoping because what we're doing is very much focused on the digitized securities. It's a very regulated area, and we want to do it fully compliance way. So that's why we choose ADGM and hopefully to go with their framework when it is ready.
Sam, how important is tokenization today, and where is this sector heading?
Well, frankly speaking, it is very new today still, right? The market is right at the beginning. So to the bigger world or the mainstream financial sector, it's very tiny piece, right? But
Yeah,
I can tell you in the future, at least this is the way I see and many of our partner, and now also like, you know, we see many even big firms, investment bank from Wall Street and US and different countries, also sharing the same view that it will be very important in the future financial sector, right? Because tokenization does offer a lot of advantage that can fulfill some of the imperfect of the current financial market, right? Because the current financial market, there's some area is, of course, is very good, but there's still a lot of inefficiency that need to be filled by a new product or service, which we believe is tokenization.
Fair enough. Investors are interested in tokenizing companies, maybe. And how do you see this relating to DeFi, which is taking a lot of hypes and a lot of interest nowadays?
Right. Okay. Well, yes, DeFi is a very interesting product. I've seen a lot of usage, especially in almost like a cloud funding. You know, people stake the tokens and then create a financing product for some corporation in the loan format and things like that. I think it's interesting on its own way, but what we're doing was more focused on what we call the asset tokenization or security digitization, right? So it's very much on the security side, right? If we look at financial market, yes, it's very unique and specialized area is on the capital market, right? It's like, you know, company raising funds like from equity or from debt, right? But now in a tokenized format, it can have a lot of added advantage to first, from the investor point of view on cross-border investment. And of course, from the issuer point of view, it will provide very efficient way to do fundraising on a global level.
Absolutely. So you're holding next the Global Investor Roadshow. Who should attend this and why? Let's have this opportunity to talk about it.
Right. Well, this is really, you know, this is a strategy under COVID-19, you know, because like it's affecting the world. So we started it back in March. At the time, you know, we were talking with a lot of investor partner funds, and they're really having problems, right? Because of COVID, they're not able to go out and meet all the projects, to do due diligence, you know, vetting, and, you know, there's all these traditional kind of like due diligence process as they used to, right? But, you know, they are sitting on money that people trust them, right? You know, fund manager, they actually charge management fees, right? And the investor will be very upset if they're just sitting on a pile of cash. So they have to actually do the investment. So the whole goal, or, you know, the Global Online Investor Roadshow really come into place, provide a platform, a global platform, so professional investor can come and do all the vetting, you know, so have sourcing pipelines and deals, and closing deals, right? And so far, we have make a very good traction and help a lot of investors to source very good deals.
We're happy at Unlock to support this initiative as well. So we're gonna be there. Our colleague Lara, our editor-in-chief, will be moderating one of the panels. So
yes, it is our great pleasure to work with Unlock on this initiative.
Thank you, thank you. What about TET's event and how is Coinstreet involved and why?
Right. For TARTs, as you can see in the logo here,
Yeah.
is the left and right the switch on the Zoom.
Yeah.
So it's TADS, TARTs, is stand for Tokenized Assets and Digitized Securities, right? They are two different things, right? Because tokenized asset, we can refer to a lot of fixed asset, right? Tokenizing a property, tokenizing commodities, tokenizing like machineries. Where the other hand, like digitized securities, very straightforward. We just digitize equities,
And
debt,
investment.
investment, right? So they're two things, but closely related. It is a global award that we are working with other partners, including Nextchange, who's the organizer for like Hong Kong FinTech Week, Hong Kong Blockchain Week, and Singapore Blockchain Week for this year. And also have strategic partners, including IBM, Microsoft, the Cyberport of Hong Kong, Morningstar, the top rating agents out of Chicago. What we try to do, first of all, is of course to create an award to recognize all the individuals and company make good contribution in this space. On the other hand, we also try to work together to establish some sort of best practice, or in a way measuring standard of what is considered a high quality tokenized asset or digitized securities, right?
It won't be an easy task.
It will be.
I saw the judges. I saw the judges. Yeah. So I'm sure that you have a nice pool of judges there, and they will set up a nice standard and the right standard. And it's about evolution, as everything in the technology. So sooner or later, we will reach that standard. Thank you, Samson Lee. It was a nice discussion. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to nominate our next guest.